There is a lot of people who do art, whether or not it started out as a cost thing because it was a lot cheaper always to buy down here. But there seems to be a lot more new people coming down that do art. So maybe there was always a little culture there of artists doing stuff. Then it's getting more popular, more artists are moving in. Who knows?
Because we're at the end of the earth, I think is one reason, and it's a quieter life.
I guess it is also very supportive and, supportive environment, supportive community, inspiring community. Once there's a mob, then, more coming. You feel more comfortable, I guess, to be with like-minded people.
But I also think it's the vibe of the people, And, as I said before, I think it's in Tasmania, it's this beautiful light that we have here.
So I knew that I wanted to live in the countryside, and there's just something about the Huon Valley. I don't want to sound too much like a hippie, but there's a vibration here that it feels inspiring and relaxing, and the scenery is just stunning, and everyone's so friendly, and yeah. It was move here or Glenorchy.
The Huon Valley really attracted me because it didn't feel as parochial, like there was a lot more acceptance of people here. Also a beautiful, stunning place.
One of our reasons for coming to the Huon Valley is because the general atmosphere is a bit more alternative.
I worked at Hastings Caves, Parks and Wildlife Service, Hastings Caves, and so the experience was very local and community. That community are the people who work there, and they wanted an artist down there. I was their first artist in residence, and I was welcomed with open arms.
There are a lot of creative people in this area, but also a lot of people who are interested in alternate lifestyles and just finding a place where the stress of modern life isn't so much.
It's a place of fun.
So I like to evoke a bit of fun, because that's fun and happiness and joy. That's how I feel when I look out my window.
Creative people are always after a relaxed lifestyle, and that's what this area brings.
It's wild and beautiful.
It's incredibly beautiful. It's a bit wild. So it resonates with something of your own internal wilderness. Maybe that attracts people. There's also community down there and an enormous amount of generosity.
You go on a bushwalk here and there's something that's going to inspire you. You look out your window, there's something that's going to inspire you. There's so much beauty here. I'm a little bit obsessed.
And to be surrounded by so much beauty is just awe-inspiring, and you can't help but want to capture that.
It's the way how I connect with the place and to understand the place, that I try to kind of imitate it in a way. And through that, I kind of connect also with people because it's jewellery.
As long as I've been here, it's attracted artists and interesting people that do interesting things. I don't know what it is, maybe just the community.
Because I'm trying to, I guess, work collaboratively and intuitively with the objects that I find, or the objects in the environment, to speak of place.
The same reason why I'm here, getting away from it all, nature, being inspired by nature. Sounds a bit corny though, all those kind of explanations though, don't they?
But yeah, when you get to the end and you turn around and you just see the mountain, it's like, it holds great, immense power, the weather coming down.
Everywhere you look, there's an opportunity to do something really cool, really creative.
I'm inspired by this land.
When I walk around in the forest here, I've just got questions. I don't know what anything is and stuff like that. So it's coming from the point of almost naivety again, which is, that's exciting in a way.
And I love this place with a passion, you know?
You've got this magnificent river here, like the Huon, and I mean, it brings down Huon pine and all sorts of twisty bits of timber. Well, yep, I've, you know, carved the timber and made things.
I've got jars and jars in the house full of sea glass that I've collected just from along the foreshore here.
People would be walking along the shore and think, you know, oh, that's an interesting bit of wood, what can I do with it? My idea always was that it's something that other people would regard as unimportant, or at least rubbish, should we say, and you can make something out of that.
So it gives me great pleasure to tell everyone that, you know, these are my pots, the provenance of which is at the very doorstep of my studio.
I decided 5 kilometres around my house I'd collect whatever I could, leaves, lichens, mud from the riverbank, and dye the wool. So that was a really big thing, the colours that I could get from the leaves and the bark. And
the colours of the environment, you know, I do try and replicate. More natural colours, more earth colours.
Or textures, you know, from different barks and the colours. You know, wherever I go, I can see jewellery.
I had an exhibition last year, and it was inspired by Harts Mountains and the waratahs up there. The amount of bird life here is awesome. So my next body of work is based on the birds that are in my garden and the plants. I just look out my window, it's inspiring.
And art is a way of escapism, you know, and so we paint, we, you know, sculpt, we write, you know, or play music. It's and I suppose this, you know, the area also gives you space.
It's nice to say I've got a lot of room, I've got trees that I can utilise to make sculptures, to do things, and that gives you a bit of freedom to create something of size.
I love it. It is just for me, such a rush of being able to piece ideas together and to see them, you know, to come into something.
I think the more exposure people have, you know, to artisans' workspace and how they make, it's very important, because that's a part of education. It's a part of showing people the process, and a lot of people don't know the process. They don't know what's involved.
I think it is becoming a real hub for art people.
Art, for me, it's medicine. It's helped me in so many ways, and I think, you know, as far as public and community health go, I think it can be used a lot more.
Yeah, to inspire other people to be creative too. I think it's so important.
You throw a group of artists together, you're going to start talking about something. It's not all about art, you know, and if you can get people talking, maybe we can solve some other problems that we've got.
We need to be inspirational to solve the world's problems, whatever they are, however they crop up, and yep, we need to start being inspired and inspiring and trying to do it with a good sense of humour.